Well, we've just left home, riding through a really nice little rural neighborhood here. Start of our bike trip. First bit of mud. Look at the gross.
Oh, hello? Wow.
I don't know. Bit of bad bicycle news.
I gotta tighten the saddle here.
That's we're about 15 kilometers into the ride and we got issues, so gonna have to turn around and get this fixed, or swap bicycles maybe. So we're roughly where we turned around because of the drive side crank bolt coming loose, and we went home, tightened it up, got the Allen key, brought it with us, and now we're back to where we had the breakdown. And yeah, we're, what are we now, 34 kilometers, no sorry, 50 kilometers in for the day. Our turnaround was 33, so we had, yeah, extra mileage for sure, but it's been a beautiful day, nice riding, all good. Just come up to a creek crossing here. That's going to be cold. Oh, yeah, that's cold. Oh yeah, cold.
Cold as I thought. Stuck for a short period of time.
So we've just dried our feet after crossing the creek, and we've decided to stay here for the night. Beautiful spot. We didn't make it to our destination, but things happen, plans change. So we're 50 kilometers in on the day. That's good enough. We haven't been riding at all. No practice, no training, no nothing. Our vacation this week was supposed to be canoeing and car camping. When the car quit, we pivoted a bit and decided to go bicycling. These bikes are brand new to us. They only have maybe 5 kilometers on them in our ownership anyways, before today's ride. Not at all the way you want to do this. Didn't know a thing about the bicycles, really. Since getting them last week, what have I done to this one? I mean, it was pretty sea solid in a lot of places, so lots of oil. The front derailleur doesn't work at all, so I'm just changing it manually when I need to. I did switch out the bars. The bike is a little bit on the large size for me, so I put a shorter stem on and different bars, and we're sort of haphazardly packed here. This bike, really nice bike. This is a Cone of Smoke. Really like this one. So what have I done to this? I changed out the bars on this one as well for aluminum bars. They were steel and quite heavy, and I guess a few kilometers into our ride today, the non-drive side pedal started making a clicking noise. So when we went back to deal with the loose crank bolt on this bicycle, first thing I did was pull the pedals off of this and put them on that, just to make sure it wasn't a bottom bracket issue, and that's all good. And the reason I pulled the pedals off of this is because I honestly thought I was switching bicycles to an older Marin 700C bike that I've used before. I knew it would do the trip, but skinnier tires, it's pretty rough going for that bicycle. It's aluminum frame and it's quite lively, let's say. So I would have been happier to ride this one on this trip. So I tightened the drive side crank bolt, and that seems to have cured the problem. So after an hour and a half at home, we left again and headed out here. I did have a beer in there, I will admit that. I had a beer at home, we turned around and came out. So we're now, what are we, 16 or 18 kilometers from home, setting up a tent. how it goes. I guess we're not setting up a tent, you're setting up the tent. Maybe I should put the camera away and help. All right, we're gonna pick a dinner.
Okay, yes, let's have a look. Okay.
Good choices.
B is breakfast. B is for dinner. Okay, we have, I can see right now, we have shrimp linguine. And we have, oh, this is the dessert, chocolate. We have barbecue beef and veggie. That's a soup. And beef barley with fennel.
You pick.
And then I think I have another meal, which is a breakfast bag if we need it. How about the shrimp linguine?
Works for me.
Huh? Oh my god, the beef and barley and fennel sounds good too.
You pick.
Wow, I guess it's dehydrated. The shrimp won't spoil, hey? Okay, why don't we do this and then interrupt it with the next night we do the shrimp, but then another beef. Okay. There you go. Ooh, doesn't look like much, eh? But that's always like that. With fennel, I think, he says.
I might have screwed up when I packaged that. Yeah, I can't remember. This is going to be the mystery meal. Let's
The
just eat
mystery
it,
meal.
whatever it is. All right.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Well, we have news. We opened the package, and it is beef, barley, and fennel. We're going to get some water out of the creek and get it soaking. That's exactly 3 cups.
Get dinner ready. Oh, good.
Always ready for food.
Yes. This looks great.
Yeah, doesn't look like much, but we know from past experience it always works out. Yeah, that made plenty. There's still some left in the pot too. Dinner down by the river.
There's a wild strawberry. See, it's coming open. There's another one there. It's got another few little flowers. Yeah. The birds probably have those. crazy. See?
This is nice. We should mark this on the GPS. Now this will be our campsite for the night. And it's just getting the tent out. We're going to set that up and then go for a bit of a day trip ride. Come back to the camp, have dinner. Gorgeous spot.
The paper tent, hey?
Yeah.
Here's the paper tent.
So I did bring along some vintage fishing equipment this trip. This is equipment I got from my dad, and this is a Eagle Claw Trailmaster by Wright and McGill, and the reel is a Fluger Acron, and I did clean this up a few months ago. I posted a video on the channel there if you want to see that, but I haven't had a chance to use it since I cleaned it up. This is going to be my first time ever using this fishing rod or this reel, so we'll give this a go. Bait casting is something I haven't tried in maybe 35 years, so that could be a challenge as well. Bird nest ahead, I think, but looking forward to giving it a try. The lure I'm going to use is one I found in my dad's old tackle box as well. So I'm just heading down to the water here for first cast on a bait casting rig in something like 35 years. Look at that, son of a gun. First cast and I almost had a fish.
Wow. That's good. I didn't bring lemon or anything.
No. I
Or
mean,
anything to fry it. You have to poach it.
I mean, that's pretty incredible. We just got here. Stick in the derailleur, or derailleur, however you say that. No good anyway. Yeah, so we're just pushing the bikes for a bit. Karen's derailleur broke, the stick flipped up and broke it off. So we're 8 kilometers in when that happened on our afternoon day ride. So we're just pushing back to the campsite. And we've bent the derailleur out of the spokes as best we can, but it constantly wants to go back in there, and looks like we might have come up a dead end, so that's going to cost us yet another kilometer, but oh well, we do what we can do. So we're having some problems with the broken derailleur constantly jumping into the spokes, which makes pushing it and everything else a pain in the ass. So hoping this piece of inner tube will hold it out of the spokes, allow pushing for sure, and maybe even some coasting on the gentle downhills. Fingers crossed. So the coasting is going pretty well in sections like this. And the rubber band seems to be keeping that derailleur and chain out of the spokes for the most part, as long as we keep the speed reasonable. And we have a bit of a plan for when we get back to the campsite. I think I have a chain breaker. I'm hoping so. And if that's the case, we'll set that bike up as a single speed for the ride out of here. Maybe go with the center chain ring in the front and maybe something mid-cassette in the back to make sure if the chain jumps off it doesn't get into the spokes, because this is yeah, we need it to get us out of here actually, so we don't want any more problems now. So that's the plan. So we're looking forward to getting back to the campsite this afternoon, getting some dinner on, and having a good night. All right, so here's what we've come up with. We've converted this into a single speed. Chain's a bit slack, but it'll get us out of here. We only have 30 kilometers to go. And we're going to do that tomorrow. We were going to spend another day, but I think we're going to head out. And we'll be pitching this broken derailleur. Shimano Altus. Now trash. We were lucky had that chain breaker actually, because yeah, 30 kilometers is a bit to push a bicycle. So especially through terrain like we're in now. So we're really happy about this solution. And yeah, we're gonna enjoy a glass of wine, have some dinner, maybe do a bit more casting with the rod. I should mention too that just before we headed out on our misadventure after lunch, I was fishing off the dock. I took 2 casts and caught a good sized trout, but of course the camera was nowhere around. So we'll try again, maybe get another one. But I'm pretty excited to have caught a trout on my dad's fishing rod and a reel, which I've cleaned up. So all in all, a pretty good day. I mean, the bike riding was certainly wasn't uneventful, let's put it that way. So we had a great ride. We were hoping to see a waterfall that we found on the map. Didn't make it there. So that's the good thing about this outcome, is that that destination will remain for us to head for again. So the plan is to get back to town, swap in a different derailleur, bend this dropout back straight, and see how the frame looks after we do that. Hopefully there's nothing irreparable going on there, but I do have a spare derailleur that I can put on, and hopefully we're mobile again. I'm told it's time for a bit of wine after the day we've had.
Yeah.
Pushing
Rhubarb wine.
Homemade rhubarb wine.
Yum.
So yeah, we're celebrating our return to the campsite after a bit of an exciting day.
Maybe I need a little bit more. Okay? Okay.
I think you're allowed.
Because there's so much left. We can't have that much left.
No, we don't want to. We don't want to be pushing.
Taking that back home.
Yeah, 30 kilometers. Yeah.
No.
No.
Can't be.
All right. It's time for wine. All right. So this is my dad's rod. Unfortunately, I missed getting it on film earlier, but I caught a trout with this already. So yeah, it's been christened, I guess. But anyway, gonna try again. Well, that's disappointing. It was so easy before, but... So dinner tonight's going to be shrimp linguine. Can't remember how much water it needs, but every time we package these up, we put a little note in there to remind us. Oh, this one's double or triple packed even. Wow, ready for the apocalypse. Sometimes what happens is if I get a leaker, when when I vacuum seal these, I'll just reuse the bag, and then not seal it. So here we are, shrimp linguine, water, 1.5 cups. So not very much water in tonight's meal. We've got, looks like maybe a garnish of cheese, the sauce, oxygen absorber, and there's the that looks like a pretty big portion, I have to say.
Oh, that's good. We want big portion.
Yeah. So, all right. So we'll get this soaking and come back to it after. With all the focus on the bicycle problems, I've neglected our gorgeous campsite. I mean, look at that. Look at that. It doesn't get much better than that.
It's a beautiful tree with all bees on it.
Yeah. Get this linguine plated up. We did have to add quite a bit more water. A little bit because we're lazy and don't want to scrub the pot after it burns to the bottom, so we added a bunch more water. But it's looking just about right. Can't remember what I put in there, but it looks like mushrooms, sun-dried tomatoes. There's certainly some carrots. I don't know what else is in there.
And that is a lot of it.
It looks like a huge portion.
That's
yeah,
good.
What the heck?
That's good.
Well, and there's a garnish of cheese coming.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Good. So that ended up being 4 cups. Oh.
That's a lot of food, actually. Anyways, we're hungry today.
We can do it.
We did the hike-a-bike. It's a lot of cheese, too, but that's okay. It's got all calories. Yeah. You might want to tell the viewers what restaurant we're in.
Oh, Greg's restaurant.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Hey,
yum.
enjoy.
Oh, so good. See you looking at my chocolate. Better eat it. few left.
Rice pudding with a few almonds on there, bit of protein. Let's eat.
Yeah. Now it's going to be some mudslinging.
Well, we're cautiously making our way home now. Karen riding a single speed. So far, so good.
Are you having some?
After you drink all my homemade apple juice, you ask me if I'm having some?
It's my apple juice. I press get the apples. I picked the apples. Okay, last time I sent you to the press. I forgot about that. But usually I pick them. Oh, and this time you pruned the trees.
And
That's two.
picked them this time.
You picked them too? Well, maybe it is your apple juice. But thanks for sharing. Like...
So we rode home this morning. It was pretty uneventful. Chain did come off a few times and get stuck, but we made it. Pretty happy, really, and didn't cause us too much delay. So I've had just a rough go at straightening this dropout with some vice grips, and I used just a bit of a aluminum beer can as a shim, not to scratch the dropout too much. And now I've just put a relatively straight piece of threaded rod in there just to get a visual on how bent this thing remains, and we'll work at straightening that. I'm sure there's a tool to do this with, but I don't have it. So we'll carry on this way and see if we can get this straight enough to be usable. We're hoping to head out again. So this is where we're at now. I think we're getting pretty close. I'm just viewing across the threaded rod to various parts of the bicycle, and just hoping to get them in the same plane. Like you can see the seat stay brace there. This is pretty parallel with that, meaning the dropout is not twisted too far either direction like that. I've measured this distance from the seat of the dropout to the threaded rod on both sides, and it's pretty darn close, so I'm comfortable that the dropout is not too far twisted this way either anymore. So I think this is good enough. We're wanting to get out riding again, so I think we're going to call that good. See how the derailleur behaves once it's in place, and hopefully we'll have a runner here pretty quick. So we're back riding again after one night at home. Some quick bicycle repairs. We were lucky enough to have a bicycle that became a donor bike for a derailleur and a chain, and that's got us rolling again. So quick turnaround, we're back out. Hoping for a good trip and maybe a bit of good luck. Not sure if that shows up well on camera or not, but the white blossoms are a dogwood. Pretty nice.
That'd be a bit of work to get going, hey?
Holy shit!
You're so full. Yeah, this is a better song.
Now, having pushed the bikes up that infernal hill, what are we going to do now?
Now we're on the plateau. Now we're gonna cruise.
Cruise.
Cruise to the lake.
See?
We're cruising now! Yeah. Look at that. See?
Yeah.
Non-believer.
Well, the Kona's showing its drive side, which it never seems to be when you want it to be anyway. There's the derailleur we swapped on and the chain. Very lucky to have had that at home. So that got us on the road. Pretty happy about that. And the linguine is cooked already, so it just needs to soak and get heated, really. Oxygen absorber, we'll take that out. I think there's some zucchini in this one too, maybe. It's hard to say. Maybe it's just onions. Anyway, we'll let that soak for as much time as we have patience for, and then we'll heat it up and have dinner.
Baby gooseberry.
So it's a gooseberry.
It's a gooseberry. See, lots of thorns. Lots of thorns all the way around. It's violet. Yellow violet. Stream violet.
Yeah. I can't remember the chanterelles in this one.
Look at that. There's chanterelle. Oops, there.
The last one had...
chanterelle. Cauliflower mushroom.
Yeah, the last one was cauliflower mushroom.
This is very good with chanterelles. My God.
Lots of pepper too.
From my backyard.
Yeah.
There? Oh.
Yeah, pretty good.
Oh.
Yeah, a cup of hot chocolate sure isn't out of place today. We've come up a lot and it's significantly cooler up here, so very few bugs, if any. Yeah, the hot chocolate is hitting the spot.
Museum by the time it opened and had to wade through a horde of school children being dragged by a schoolmaster to the exhibits before I could climb the iron staircase and finally reach the private library on the upper floor. No milk powder, I forgot about that. That's okay.
We need some water for tonight, so making a trip down to the river. That's going to be more than enough. I can barely lift the bag. Nice to see a native frog hiding in there.
Okay, that's it. That's all there is. Yum. Looks great.